This is me documenting me writing a novel. I've never in my life expressed interest or even like entertained the idea of writing a novel. Anytime I would write, it would be a script for either a short film or like a 5-minute YouTube skit or something, or even one time I did a feature-length film. Nothing ever happened with it because I realized that it was not good. The thought of it was kind of daunting to me because writing a novel and versus a script is very different, because in a novel you have to describe everything, where in a script, when you're writing it, a screenplay, you just say, okay, this is the person walks over here, they do this, and then here's the dialogue. They're very different and difficult in their own way, for sure. I came across this challenge, I think it was actually a YouTube ad, so it got me, called Novel November. It's November 3rd, and I just did it for the first day. I was just at Starbucks for like almost 2 hours, and I got to 1,868 words. I think the daily goal is like 1,800. It's supposed to be 50,000 words in November. We'll see how good it is. Right now I'm just writing it for the sake of writing it, just to get words on the page. We'll see if it actually comes of anything. I really don't know where it's going. I just thought of this idea. I had this in my notes from a while ago, so it is an idea that I came up with. Probably a story like that, because like how many things are actually original these days? This is my documentation of writing a novel, or at least writing 50,000 words in the month of November. We'll see how it goes. It is the second day that I have been writing. I just finished work, and then I had a phone call doctor's appointment. So in between there, I was just writing a little bit, and I feel like I got to a point where I was just like, I don't know if it was because I'm just after work, and so my brain is also like kind of checked out or whatever. I mean, I wrote like, why do I feel like 700 words? I think I wrote 700 words. Honestly, not bad. Not bad, given yesterday I wrote 1,800. So it's like half of my daily goal. I was writing, and then I was like, wait, I don't really know where to go from here. And I changed a few things. I think where I changed it to be a little bit more broad, it makes it a little bit easier to write in that general direction. So I have no idea where it's actually going. I wrote kind of a few plot points down, but so I have some things that I would know I want to happen, but other than that, I'm like, no idea. The point is not for it to be cohesive and fully make sense. It's just to get it to exist right now. And that's all I gotta do. I just gotta make it exist. little bit later, but I did do some writing today. I told myself that I was going to do 500 words because I was like, I really don't want to write. I'm also in the middle of reading the book The Perfect Divorce by Geneva Rose. I didn't want to write today, but I was like, hey, I'm going to write 500 words because I knew that if I set myself like a lower goal than like the 1600 I'm supposed to do a day to reach my goal, like if I don't get to 50,000 by the end of March, if I don't get to 50,000 by the end of November, I won't beat myself up about it. I will just look at how much I wrote because I've never written that much. I've been writing consistently 4 days in a row, which isn't a lot, but I've never done that before. So it's like I'm getting into the habit of it, trying to make it a habit. So I told myself I would do 500 words. And then by the time I got to like 225, I was like, I'm really like, okay, I'm halfway there, whatever. I'll just push it a little bit more. But then all of a sudden I wrote and I was like, hey, well, I kind of know where I want this to go next. So I'm just going to keep writing until I like get to the end of the chapter. And so far I've actually been doing a chapter a day. I ended up writing 1,100 words. I did double my goal plus some. Pretty rad if you ask me. This is awesome. I'm really proud of myself for working and doing this. I've been trying to write and like sit down and write for so long to do like screenwritings or like scripts and stuff, but then I just never get myself to do it. I think I just overthink it. But now I'm just writing. Like I'm just writing. It doesn't really make sense. It's not the best. It's not even good probably. I'm just writing it to make it exist right now. And that's the point of the first draft, is to just make it exist. I think for writing this novel, I'm just like literally just writing it as just for me. I feel like there's not that much unsaid pressure for myself, but then because of the script, because I'm like, oh, I want this to end up being something and to be filmed or something, then I want it to be good enough that I feel like I can do this. Anyway, I think I'm just thinking about it too much. So that's where we're at for today. Hi, it's me, the one you're looking for. It has been a week probably since I have written anything. This past week has been busy with work and birds flying everywhere. Oh my goodness gracious. It's been a little bit of a crazy week, so I've not done a lot of writing. I've been feeling ways about myself that are not positive, but that's a whole other thing. But I would say my skin looks really good. Hello. I'm in my parents' house because they're on vacation and I live in their basement, so I'm using their space. Ask for forgiveness, not permission. Anyway, it's currently December 8th. It's my dad's birthday. Happy birthday. And I did not successfully reach 50,000 words. I think it was like 8,000. I'm gonna check. 8,121. So, not a fail. In terms of the goal, yes, I did not reach the goal. However, it is not a fail because I actually wrote 8,000 words more than I would have if I didn't do this. Life got a little crazy. I got unmotivated. I was not disciplined. The writing just didn't happen. This is not the end of it, I hope. I'm honestly very interested to see where it goes because I have no idea where that story is going. In terms of November, writing 50,000 words in November, it did not happen. Maybe I will write some more by, maybe I'll get to 50,000 by, let's say, the end of January. So currently there are 54 days until January 1st. I have to do 41,879 words in 54 days, which would be 776 words per day. I think on average I was writing about 1,000 words. If I were to write 1,000 words every day, that would mean it would take me 42 days. It'll be the 19th. So by like mid-January, if I were to do 1,000 words starting today, every day. I know that's not gonna happen because you got Christmas in there. I know for a fact, like I know myself and I know that that is not going to happen. That was the update and the end of Novel November, but that does not mean that is the end of this story and this writing. It's just the beginning. No idea where it's going, but just like my story, you gotta write it. So this is me writing my story. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm cold. I need to go put a sweatshirt on. That is it. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I wish I had been more disciplined, but I can't change the past. So now I know that I was a little too ambitious, but it was something that I tried. And like I said, it's 8,000 words more than I would have written if I didn't embark on this journey and didn't try. This version of the story will never see the light of day, but maybe one day. I don't know. All right, keep it real. Keep on writing if that's what you're into, and if not, keep doing your thing. Okay. Bye.